Good afternoon. Just changed, the clock just changed. Allow your hips to sink back to your heels and allow your knees to be open and allow your thoughts to be open. Just make sure everybody is on mute, please. Stretch the arms out by your side or down by your side, or out in front, excuse me, or by your side in between your legs or underneath your head on blocks. You know, choose carefully today what you need from this mat. And if all you need to do is sit here and breathe on the mat, you are in the right place. And I know some of you would like to just do that, and that's fine. If the arms are outstretched, keep them a little bit relaxed, right? You don't have to really force any energy right now into the arms. Just start to breathe. Just start to connect to the breath and, you know, to each other in our little cube way of getting to be with each other these days, sometimes. And then take a few breaths just to, you know, cross the body from top to bottom and north to south and east to west. And then stretch your arms out in front of you, if they're not already. But bend the elbows so the elbows are on the floor, and then take your hands in prayer in front, resting on the blade side of your fingers. Inhale, bring the arms to the nape of the neck. Stretch out the back side of the arms. Set an intention today. We have a few intentions that I'd like to share for good health and also for safety during the storm. So connect to that thought. Keep your hands as they are and sit up on your heels, and you can choose to be on a block. The arms are behind you. It's almost like a headstand arm. And then interlace your fingers from the prayer and let your head rest into your hands as you open your chest. Lift your eye gaze up. And then rotate your torso to the right side. Just the torso, so you may not get so far. Inhale back to your center and exhale to your left side. Eye gaze follows along as the torso turns. Inhale to the center. Exhale to your right side. Release the right hand behind you. Take the left arm outside your right knee. Come onto your fingertips of the right hand. Lift and lengthen and rotate to the right side. Relax your shoulders down. Beautiful. Inhale back up to center. Arms come all the way up. Interlace your fingers, one finger over from the other time. Turn to the left side. Inhale, and then as you exhale, release your left hand behind you on your fingertips, right arm outside your left thigh. Inhale long, exhale deep and twist. Relax the shoulders. Inhale back to center. Turn the palms inside out and upside down, all the way up to the sky. And rise up onto your shins. Tuck your toes if you'd like, or keep them relaxed underneath you. Reach out of your waistline. Inhale, lift up and over to your right side. Just pause. Don't go to your deepest expression of this just now. Just feel the side stretch, so the lengthening on the left side and the shortening on the right side. Inhale back to center. Bring your hands down. And once again, switch the cross of your fingers. Bring the arms up. Inhale up and over to the left side. And again, don't go so far that you can't come out of it. Don't go so far that you lose your breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles down. Lift your heart up. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck your toes, arch your back, dip your belly. Wag your tail from side to side and come back to center as you round your spine. And again, you can sway your hips side to side. And come back again to your center. Now without swaying your hips, just start to do cat-cow. Arch your back Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest, head down. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow using your breath to guide you in and out. And from here now you can start to make movement through your shoulders, hips, knees, wrists, ankles, fingers, toes. All the joints, in your body starting to open up, create some fluidity into the joints. And then reverse your positioning. And then let's take one more circle wherever you are and go back to your child's pose. Wide knees, arms out. Now make the arms active. Push the heel of the hand down. Forehead can be down or up. Inhale. Come to your hands and knees, tuck your toes, and find your downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and keep the feet a little bit wider for now. So the pinky edges on the edges of your mat, chest towards your thighs, bend one knee then the other, sinking your hips from one side to the other. And in fact, let's take the arms as wide as the mat as well. So nice wide stance, giving your shoulders some movement, some room to breathe. Inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, just kind of settle in here. Push the pinky edges of your feet towards the edges of your mat. Activate some muscle towards the outside of the leg. And do the same thing with the arms. So you feel a nice long line on the outside of your arms. Triceps, shoulders. Breathe in and out. Good. Walk your hands back to your feet, back of your mat. Forward fold. Still with a wide leg, grab opposite elbows here. Send your weight forward into the balls of your feet and hang your head down. And again, you can sway side to side, or you can stay in stillness, you choose. And then just switch the cross of the arms. Find your center, find your release. Inhale, release your hands back to the floor, lengthen your spine. Walk your arms out one arm's length. You might be on your fingertips. Then shift the weight back towards the heels with a soft bend in the knee, biceps by the ears. Inhale, look forward and do that again. And then continue to walk your hands forward until you're in a wide-legged downward dog. You can have your arms back into their natural position in downward dog, round shoulders width apart. Inhale onto your tippy toes. Exhale, shift forward to a high plank. Yes, I know you're wide on your legs. Toes are under, belly is lifted, collarbones are spread. Look forward, shift a little forward. Lower the knees down. Now you can bring them underneath the hips. And lay yourself onto the floor, all the way down. Inhale, lift your chest up. Low cobra position, elbows squeeze the rib cage, crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Exhale, let it go. Hands come back a little bit further. Elbows squeeze in. Inhale, lift your chest. Lift your thighs. Press the top of your foot, shin down. And lift yourself up off the floor into an upward dog. Thighs are up, toes are active, or feet are active, hands are active, push down through your hands, and then roll over your toes for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, high on your tippy toes, bring yourself back to that plank position, shoulders over wrists, lower your left knee down, and step your right foot in between the two hands. I like to have blocks. If you have them, great. If you don't have them, just do what you gotta do. Top of the left foot, shin down. You should be back far enough so that your left knee is not underneath your hip. It's a little further behind you. And if you have your hands on your blocks, you'll have a little bit more lift in the torso. Inhale, just settle into it. So send the hips forward and down. Take a breath. And slowly begin to reach the arms overhead. Once again, interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out and upside down. Biceps by the ears. And when you do this, try not to arch your back, your lower back. Bring the tailbone beneath you, ribs down towards the tailbone. Knit your ribs in. And exhale, lean up and over to the right side. Maybe you go a little bit deeper. In fact, if you'd like to, take your right hand to the floor or a block outside your right thigh. Don't let the knee fall inward, so keep the knee in line with the hip. Press into the big side of the toe, the little toe, the ball of the foot, the heel. Inhale. Now take this left arm to the outside of your right thigh. Take your right arm, sweep it behind you, make a fist, and place it into your left hand and create a nice tight fist together. Look over your right side. Press the left top of the foot, shin down, squeeze it, breathe it. Inhale and exhale. One more breath into your twist. Exhale, release your hands to the floor blocks. Good, straighten your front leg up, so turn the toes up. Move the right hip back, left hip forward. You can move the blocks back, your hands block, the toes up, back. Toes up or down, you choose. Fold over the right shin. Little hamstring stretch here. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knee. Take both hands on the inside of your right leg. Feel free to have the block underneath both hands or one. Turn your left toes to the right side. Right arm stays in, left arm comes up. Open up your twist. Now really hug your right arm and thigh together and reach up with your left arm. Lift out of your waistline. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale, hands to the floor. Spin it around. Hands on either side of your leg. Tuck your toes under the floor, on the left leg. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Open up your hip, just let it go. Kick it in, kick it out, and then find 4 paws on the floor, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Find energy under the arms, lifting up, circling the weight, this strength around the shoulders. Rise up onto your tippy toes, inhale. Shift forward, exhale, pause and plank, inhale. Right knee down, left leg steps forward, in between your 2 hands. Send your right leg back far enough so it's behind your knee. Hands on the floor blocks to give yourself a little bit of lift. Shoulders back, collarbones broaden. I hope you are hearing the playlist and can appreciate it. Take another breath. Good, now push down through your right foot shin. Inhale, rise up, interlace your fingers, 1 finger over from normal. Right, we have a habitual side, that's our normal, we'll call it normal. There's nothing normal about any of this, right? Hug your hips towards center, lift your heart up, inhale. Exhale, lean over to the left side, and if you want to stay with that, great. If you want to float the left hand down to the floor or the block, and lean up and over. Hug your hips to the middle, so you still don't want to come off center here, so that's why the block might be helpful for some of us. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep sinking your right hip down. Take your right hand and place it outside your left thigh. Take your left hand, sweep it behind you, make a fist, and wrap your hand like a fist in a glove. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Lifting, finding space underneath your belly, so you're not collapsing your belly on your thigh. 1 more breath. Good. Exhale, release the hands. Floor blocks, straighten your front leg, toes up or down. Give you choices today. Inhale. And exhale. Fold over your left shin. Breathe in, breathe out. Great. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Hands on the inside of your left leg. Right leg turns to the left side. The hip wants to go with it, so bring it back in towards the midline. Left arm down, right arm up. So we're kind of countering the twist that we just did. And reach your fingers up and fingers down as the tailbone comes underneath you. Find your space. Take another breath. Find your deepest expression as you exhale. Bring both hands back to the floor. Spin the back foot around. Tuck your toes underneath you and lift your left leg in the air, three-legged dog. Open your left hip out. And then place all four paws on the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale high onto your toes, bend your knees, and just allow your chest to rest towards your thighs and head hang down. If you want a little bit more, just bring your shins a little bit more parallel to the floor. Inhale, bring your legs straight, exhale, heels down. Inhale on your toes, bend your knees, and take yourself to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you reach the top. Take two fists in between your feet so you've got approximately the width of your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, on blocks, or even on hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to heart or hips, rise up to standing. Bring your arms down by your side. Find a little piece here. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel, pressing firmly down. Lift the knees up, bring the tailbone beneath you, broaden through your collarbones. Find space to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Open your eyes, stretch your arms up on the inhaling breath. We reach up, exhale, forward fold, hinge all the way down, touch the floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and out, or out and up. Exhale, bring prayer to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold your way down to the floor. Hands on floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ride the breath to standing all the way up. Exhale, take the prayer to the heart. These half salutations give us a little bit more warmth in our body. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands to floor, shins, block. Now have your hands next to your feet as you inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Start with your fingertips on the floor block. Hug your hips in towards the midline. Lift your back knee up so you're nice and strong in the quads. Left thigh as close to parallel to the floor as you can. Take a breath. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Take the palms to the sky. Exhale, lean to your left side. Pause. Good, release your left hand down. Inhale, we just did this on our knee. Right arm outside. Left arm sweeps up and around. Inhale. And exhale. Thigh parallel to the floor. Back leg is strong, firm. It could also be on the floor. One more breath. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor. Straighten your front leg. It's a long stance. Choose to shorten it if you'd like. Toes up or down. Pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale. And exhale, fold. One more breath. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Turn your back foot on its side. Left hand comes inside the left foot. Right arm comes up, stacking shoulders, hips underneath you. Right pinky toe is firmly pressing down, so be conscious of the back foot as much. Inhale. And exhale. Good, one more breath. Exhale, hands down, spin it back to the front. Inhale, halfway, lift up, step together, top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart, arms down by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold your way to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back, low lunge. Good. Some people actually call this a high lunge, but our hands are still on the floor. So I'm going to call it a low lunge. You can choose to have your knees on the floor or stay where you are. Come to your fingertips. And then begin to rise up. Interlace your arms up overhead. One finger over from your other grip. Lift up. Exhale, lean to the right side. Right arm comes down. Inhale. Take your left arm outside, right thigh, exhale, and make a fist. Turn your twist to the right side. Breathe in, breathe out. So have the action of the hips hugging to center line for a lot of strength and stability. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Straighten your front leg, any direction, any position, any width, length. Toes up, toes down. Let your body be your guide. Inhale and exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Turn your back foot on its side. Right hand inside on the floor or block. Left arm comes up, tucking the tailbone beneath you. Open your heart, open your left rib cage up. Breathe in, press down through your feet, both the front and the back foot. So the back foot is very firm. Right thigh is parallel to the floor. Breathe in. Empty the breath. One more breath. Exhale, bring your hands down. Spin your back foot forward. Inhale, look forward. Step together, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale, take the prayer to your heart. Arms by your side. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, lean to your left side. Left arm floats down. Inhale. Exhale, right arm outside. Left arm in. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale, hands to floor block. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, rebend. Turn the back foot on its side. Left arm down. Right arm up. Exhale. Inhale, right hand down, spin it around forward, look forward, step together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back. Inhale, reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, one finger over. Exhale, lean to the right, release the right arm. Inhale, twist to the left side. Exhale, make a fist. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, straighten your front leg, fold. Inhale, rebend, right hand on the inside, left toes turn, left arm up. Exhale here. Inhale, release your hands, spin it around, look forward, step to the top. Halfway lift and then exhale, fold. It's a long inhale there. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, prayer to your heart, arms down by your side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Inhale, sweep the arms up, interlace your fingers, reach up. Exhale, lean to the left, release your left arm. Inhale. Exhale, twist outside the thigh. Hands in prayer or a fist. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands down. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, rebend your front leg. Left hand inside, right arm up. Tuck your tailbone beneath you. One more breath. Exhale, hand down. Look forward. Inhale, step to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, prayer to heart. Arms by your side. One more time, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers, you know the awkward way. Exhale, lean to the right, release the right arm. Inhale, rotate and twist. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, release your hands. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, rebend your front knee, turn your back foot, right arm down, left arm up. Exhale here. Inhale, return to front. Step together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Bring your arms overhead. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Arms by your side. Tadasana. Find your breath. Good. Spread your fingers broad. Spread your toes. Ground evenly into your big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, and heel. Good. Send your shins towards your calves. Actually, your calves towards your shins. I don't know why I said that. Lift the kneecaps up. Bring your tailbone beneath you. Ribs towards hips. Broaden through the collarbones. Breathe in. Breathe out. If your eyes are closed, bring them open. Bring the arms overhead. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to a high plank and pause. Shift a little forward, bend your elbows or go to your knees or skip it and meet in down dog. Lift into upward dog or cobra. Down dog, hips are up. Inhale, bring your feet together at the back of the mat. Exhale. Inhale on your toes, float the right leg high in the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. Turn to your left side. Turn your toes slightly pigeoned. Have a block right near you. Lengthen your spine. Have it just in case you want to use it. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head come down. Take your peace finger grip around your big toes. Send the weight slightly forward towards the balls of your feet. Bend the elbows out to the side. Head down, hips up. If your head easily touches, think about shortening your stance between your 2 feet. Inhaling and exhaling, pulling yourself closer to half. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to your hips, rise up to stand. Good. You might feel, you're too wide or too short, so adjust your feet a little bit so they're both parallel right now. Hands on your hips to level out your hips as well. Turn your right toes to the front of the mat. Good. Open your arms to a T and bend your front knee, warrior 2. Pull your left arm back, right arm forward. So you want to stack your shoulders over your hips. You want to have your knee in line with your hip, second, third toe, and your thigh parallel to the floor. Reach in those 2 directions. Inhale. Exhale. Right thigh parallel to the floor. Strong back leg. Inhale. Take the left arm down. Exhale. Right arm up. Lift up and out of your waistline. So again, no collapsing into that left side body. Leveling off the hips will help with that as you push your left hip towards your right knee. One more breath. Good. Inhale, reach your arms back to warrior 2. Stay. And straighten your leg. Any distance for triangle. Reach your torso forward, hips back. Reach, 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 reach. Right arm down, left arm up. So once you get into your positioning, then you refine it. You rotate the torso, tailbone underneath you, right arm down, left arm up, even if you're on a wall, if you're on a block. All the same action through the torso, through the hips. Lift the knees up nice and strong. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more breath. Inhale, reverse this. Bring your left hip towards your right hip. Exhale, rise up to stand. Turn your toes back to the left side. Arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. Knuckles down, heart lifts. And forward fold over your legs. Head down, arms up. Shake out your head. Yes, no. Let it go. So be conscious that your knees don't go behind your hips, that there's a soft bend into them. We're shifting the weight slightly forward. One more breath. Empty the breath as the hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Walk your hands to the right. Turn your right toes to the right. Right hand stays on the floor block. Left arm comes up. So a place we've kind of been to before today. Lift your waistline up and in. Breathe in, side angle variation. Take another breath. Exhale, hands down, spin your back foot forward. Step into a 3-legged downward dog with the right leg in the air. And then take all 4 paws on the floor. Down dog. Stay here or come through chaturanga push-up. Upward and downward facing dogs, or skip that. Just keep strong throughout the entire practice. Take breaks when needed. Don't stop, just breathe. Bring your feet together. Inhale, float your left leg nice and high in the sky. So rise up onto your right toes. Exhale, look between your hands, step it through. Turn to your right side. Have a block nearby, should you choose to use it, head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips, flat back. Again, shifting the weight a little bit forward towards the balls of the feet. Exhale, take your arms behind your back, and then forward fold again. Palms together, knuckles up and over. Use a strap towel if you need it. Another breath. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Start to come up to standing. Make whatever adjustments you need in the space between your 2 feet. Inhale the arms up shoulder height. Reach your fingers hips long. Turn your left toes to the left, right toes a couple degrees in, and then bend your left knee, warrior 2. And then you refine. Right arm pulls back so the shoulders stack. Right hip moves under so the hips are level. They're not just empty words, right? They're just ways of getting our body the most successful alignment, strength, flexibility. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Can you surrender a little bit more? Yes, you might be feeling it. Breathe in. Exhale, sit down to your deepest. Inhale. Right arm down, left arm up. Lean up and over. Bring your right hip towards your left knee. So you get a nice release in the right side body. Inhale to your warrior 2. Exhale, straighten your front leg, inhale. Any distance for your triangle. Move your hips to the right, torso to the left. Reach as far out as you can before coming down. Right arm up. Breathe in, breathe out. So again, we find a pose, then we refine it. Bringing the left sitting bone underneath you. Moving your left ribs open, right ribs open. Space underneath your left rib cage. Breathe in, breathe out. You know, you can choose to move into a position and not really have anything to do with it, just where your body lands, or you can refine it to the ways that really work for you. One more breath. Inhale, reach up, reverse your triangle, move your right hip towards your left. Exhale, come back to standing, turn your left toes to the right, and forward fold in between your 2 legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the front. Left toes turn forward, right toes turn in. Left hand inside foot or block. Right arm up. You can also have your hand on your arm on your thigh if that's more helpful to you. This is our side angle pose. One more breath. Exhale, look down, spin it around to the front. 3-legged downward facing dog. Left hip opens up. And then 4 on the floor, downward facing dog. Stay here, or we can still move through chaturangas, as many as you want, or as few as you want. Push firmly through your hands and feet, and then lift your hips up in the air. Feet come together, back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg high in the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through. Turn to your left side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to hips, rise up to stand. Arms up, shoulder height, inhale. Exhale, turn your right toes to the front, bend your right knee, turn your left toes a little bit more forward as well. Warrior 2. Hi, Daisy. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle. Right arm down, left arm up. Hug your hips underneath you, find strength and energy in the hips. Inhale, reverse the triangle. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the legs, turn your right toes to the left, and once again, fold in between your legs. Hang your head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk around to the front of your mat, hands on the inside, the right foot turns, the right hand stays. and then come back into your side angle pose. Bring your tailbone underneath you. Good. Now stay here, or take your left arm behind your back, perhaps going to your right inner thigh. And some of you will take your right arm underneath and open up into your full bind. So left shoulder opens up. If you're binding but your left shoulder is pointing down, release the bottom arm. And then just put it on your thigh or block. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more breath. If you're bound, come back to side angle. Exhale, bring your hands down, spin your hips forward, straighten your front leg, and step your back foot in a foot or two, right? A couple of inches, a couple of feet. Squaring your hips, your legs are not on a tightrope, so you might even want to have blocks underneath your shoulders. Pulling the right hip back, left hip forward, inhale. And then fold as you exhale, let your body surrender. So we've done this with a straight leg in a wide stance. This is a little bit shorter stance. Find your grounding. Both feet carry the weight evenly. Inhale, look up and forward. Place your hands to your hips and rise up. So here, just like when we got into our side angles, are you in the right position? Right, when we were facing the side of the room, I should say. Take your hands on your hips, level out your hips. Keep your right hand on your sacrum, left arm comes up, inhale. Leave out of your waistline. I think I was in Spain already. And hinge forward, moving the hips back. Come about halfway down and level out your body. Inhale. Rotate your torso to the right, exhale. Bring your hand inside, outside, foot, shin, or your block. Right arm comes up. Big toe, little toe on the earth. If the eye gaze goes up, you'll find your most challenging balance there. So you choose where you need to look. Inhale. Exhale, one more time. Find your deepest expression. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands. I'm going to take my block to the right side, just about halfway between my 2 feet. And I'm going to spin onto the outer edges of both feet and turn towards my right side. Nice, not so nice IT band stretch. Breathe in. Some of you will keep your left arm down and open up your right arm. Your choice. One more breath. Good. Spin it around to the front as you exhale. Bend your front knee, step your left leg back. Right leg in the air, three-legged dog. Woo, shake it out. Let's stay in a down dog for a few breaths. Inhale. Child's pose is always an option. Exhale. Inhale. This time, open up your mouth and let it go. You're home. Nobody can hear you. And if they can hear you, so what? Bring your feet together. Inhale, float your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, turn to your right side. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to your hips, rise up to stand. Good. Inhale, bring your arms up shoulder height. Left toes turn, warrior two. Inhale and exhale, sink lower. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your legs, shorten your distance if you'd like. Hinge forward for triangle pose. Right arm up, left arm down, breathe in and out. Good, inhale, reverse the triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, turn to your right side. Hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, one finger over from your traditional grip. Forward fold, hang your head down. Shifting the weight forward, no flexing of the knees, or no, actually, extension. Limited extension. Lift the knees up towards the hips. One more breath. Exhale, release your hands to the floor block. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn your left toes forward, left hand inside, right arm up. You can choose to have your left hand on the block or your thigh as well. Stay here, or let's bring the right arm behind the back. Some of you will grab the inside of your left thigh. Find your space. Left arm underneath. Open up your torso. This is optional for a full bind. Only full bind if the right shoulder stays open. Inhale and exhale. Take another breath. Sink a little lower. If you have any kind of bind, release the bind down. Inhale. Right hand down. Exhale. Spin it around to a low lunge. And then straighten your front leg and step a little bit closer. Have your blocks nearby. Inhale. Exhale, fold over. Inhale. Fold into your pyramid pose. Exhale. Inhale. Hands to your hips, rise up. So again, you shouldn't be on a tightrope. Adjust yourself if you want to be a little wider or closer. Hands on your hips, notice the levelness of your hips. Left hand on your sacrum, right arm up in the air. Inhale. Stay strong through your legs. Inhale, lift out of your torso, hinge forward, shake my hand, square your hips, and then lengthen as you rotate inside, outside, foot, shin, or block. If you have your hand on the block outside, it's nice to have it back a little further so your calf and your arm can kind of make connection. Left arm comes up. For some, your eye gaze will go up with it. If you're working on the opening, keep your left hand on your hip and just work through the torso. Breathe in, breathe out. Find a little bit more space with each breath, and on this last breath, find your most space. Exhale, fold down. And now walk your hands and or your block to the middle of the left side of your mat, and then spin on both edges of your feet. Hug your hips in. Right hand down. Left arm opens up, twist. That's an option. Again, I give you options. If your hand is up, you can bring it down. Exhale, walk around to the front. Rebend your front knee, step back to a low lunge. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Three-legged dog. Forward dog on the floor, 4 paws. Inhale on your toes, shift forward to a high plank. Look forward, press firmly through your feet, your hands. Exhale, bend your arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale and exhale. Come onto your tippy toes, bend your knees. Look towards the top of your mat, bring your feet together, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand, bring your arms with you. Exhale, take the prayer to your heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose, find your grounding. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel. Bring your tailbone, so instead of having your hips like this, you just shift so your pelvis is more neutral, pubic bone points a little bit more upward. Open your eyes. Send your weight to your left leg. Right leg opens up to the right side. Keep your hips, let's go ahead and put our hands on our hips. So you keep your hips level rather than sinking into one hip. Good. Now just lift the leg off the floor, balance. Flex the right foot. Hug your left hip in. Release your arms to the side, thumbs up. Inhale. Exhale. Turn to your right side and bring your right leg to the center. Left hand outside the knee or perhaps outside the foot. And some of you might choose to straighten. Look to your right hand. Don't make it more than it is. It's a little bit of balance, a little bit of strength, a lot of perseverance. Nice, Lauren. Yeah, breathe. Good. One more breath. Now with some modicum of grace, release your hands, release your foot, keep it up. Bend the knee, open the hip again, place it above or below the knee for tree. Hug your left hip in, hands to prayer. If this is easy for you today, because it's not windy enough outside, close your eyes. Hug your left hip in, hug your right foot into your left inner thigh. So you have some nice strong suction. Breathe in. And then release it. Separate your feet hips width apart, fold over your legs, bend your knees. Take your peace finger grip around your big toes, look forward, inhale. Exhale, elbows out to the side, head to the shin, shake out your neck, yes and no. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips, rise up to stand. Arms by your side. Weight into your right leg. Open your left hip out. And so right here, put that hip back to the center. Bring your hands onto your hips so you notice the levelness of your hips. And I know Sharon said she uses her camera as a mirror. So whatever you see in the mirror, that's where we're looking for. So if you see this happening to your right hip, just draw it back in. Good. Lift your left leg up. Open your arms to a T, thumb up. Good. As you exhale, turn your left leg forward and your torso to the left. Hand outside the knee. Some of you just hug it. And some of you might grab a hold of the foot. And even some more of you might extend the leg. Look behind you towards your left hand. Will be the most challenging. Look at that. Yeah, nice, guys. So, challenge is challenge. Could be just standing is challenge some days, yeah? But if you're taking anything else, come back to center slowly. Release the grip, arms up. Then open the knee, bend the knee, open the knee. And then help it out as you bring it into tree. Hug the right hip. Immediately that hip goes back in and the foot and the inner thigh connect together. Breathe in, breathe out. Separate your feet, release it. Forward fold. Lift your toes up, slide your hands underneath your feet. Padahastasana, hand to foot pose. Your padas are on your hastas. Head down. So that's one way to remember it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, rise to stand. Step your feet together, top of the mat. Arms by your side. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to a high plank, pause. Shift forward, take your chaturanga or skip. Add on, or just meet in downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Bring your knees down onto the earth. I'm going to just change my camera or my mat angle for you guys. Sit back onto your heels. Child's pose. Release your hips. Breathe across the body. Breathe front and back, top and bottom. Inhale, come back to your hands and knees. Step your right foot back, tuck the toes. Lift the hip up, or the leg up, hips level. Exhale, bring your right leg outside your right hand. Turn your right toes open. Take the top of the left foot, press it down, lift the knee up, and send it back a little further. Good. Take your right arm front, shake my hand again, reach around, bend the left leg, and see if you can catch the foot. If you have to come back to get the leg into your hand, that's okay, then see if you can shift forward again. Get a really strong quad stretch here. Look over your right shoulder. You can turn your right toes open back onto the edge of the foot like we did a few moments ago. Any other variations that you have here are always welcome. Breathe in. Take another breath in this twist, in this extension. If you're holding on, let it go. Release your hands inside. Straighten your right leg. Lift the toes up. And breathe. If you have a block, take it behind you so you sit on it. If you don't have a block, you're going to sit on the floor or your left heel. Right toes in, right leg is straight, right toes up. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Open up the arms as you exhale, rotate to the right, inhale. Exhale, left hand to the right foot, right arm goes behind you, ear to knee. So it's easier to access with your hips on a block. For many of us, it's also less stress on the left knee. And if the left knee is too much, you straighten it out. Ear to right knee, breathe in. Good, if you have the bind behind your back, inhale, release the bind, and just cross the arms and fold over your right leg. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, sit all the way up, bring the arms with you. Exhale, bring your legs, bend your right leg, shift your weight forward off of your block, tuck your left toes underneath you, downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Inhale, bring your knees back to the earth. Step your left foot, we'll tuck the toes behind you. Lift it up, and then step it outside the left hand. Hinge your hips forward, inhale, and exhale. So just get a little bit more relief into your hip. Take your left arm forward, reach forward, 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 then reach it around as you lift your right leg off the floor and grab the foot, shin, ankle. Good. I'm trying to think who might have been with me with Eric in my studio. Lauren, maybe? Karen? When Eric would come in and sing this song to us. All right, a little shelter from the storm. That's where we're at today. We are all taking shelter. Take another breath. Find yourself into any position that really speaks to you. If you're holding the foot, gently release it. You could have both hands on the inside as you straighten your left leg. And then walk your hands back, walk your hips back. Sit either on the floor on your right heel or on a block. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, open the arms to a T. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, right arm outside, left foot. Left arm behind your back, maybe to your inner thigh. Right ear towards your knee. Breathe in and empty out. So lots of twisting today, a little bit of hamstring work. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lengthen, release your back bind, and take your arms over your left leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your hands. Rebend your front knee, move your block. Step back one more time to a downward dog. Walk it out. Inhale on your toes, bend your knees. Look forward and make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale. And exhale, sit your hips on the floor. Sit up nice and tall, staff pose. Those of you who know, legs are out in front of you. Inhale and exhale. All right, one more breath. Roll down all the way onto your back. Hug your knees all the way up to your chest. One opportunity for a bigger back bend. Take your feet on the floor, line your heels up with your sitting bones. If you want a more restorative version, take a block underneath your back or support your hands underneath your back. Tilt your pelvis, lift your hips up off of the floor. Some of you will stay right here and bring your arms underneath your hips. Again, some of you might even support your back or your hips with your hands or a block. And some of you may choose to take a full back extension wheel coming to your hands, top of the head briefly as you push up and away from the floor. So since we're doing one, if you're not prepared to go into your deepest expression, stay wherever you need to be. If you take your full version, you'll come down to the top of the head first, upper, mid, lower back down. Everybody come back, bring your knees to your chest, take a happy baby pose. Tailbone is on the floor. So if you have your feet so far back that your hips are off the floor, you might want to consider holding on to your ankles, calves, or underneath your thighs. If you like to rock your baby from side to side, go for it. Take your arms outside of your legs, bring the knees together, open your arms to a T, inhale. Hips move right, knees fall to the left, spinal twist. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, shift your hips left, let your knees fall to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Big hug of your knees, head and shoulders lift up, everything comes together. Take a breath in. Good, as you exhale, release the legs out in front of you. Release the arms by your side, plunk it down. Let everything go onto the mat, let go of all distractions in your body, in your mind. Take another breath here, pause the breath at the top and tighten everything you can think of, including your facial muscles. And when you're ready to let go of that breath, with a loud ah, let go of everything, all the physicality of this class, and all the mental stimulation that we have just going on in the white noise in our head. Yoga, chitta vritta nirodha. Yoga ceases the fluctuations of the mind. Let go. Inhale. And exhale. as always, if you'd like to stay longer, just turn off the sound on your computer and stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you're ready to make your way back up to a comfortable seat, take your knees to your chest, deepen your breath, move movements slowly, and then find your way into a comfortable seat, taking your hands to your heart center. And first and foremost, sending gratitude to yourselves for showing up. And then once again, I want to send some healing, love, thoughts to Madeline and to anybody out there who's in need of them. And then to everybody who is suffering way more than we are in this storm, wishing peace, safe shelter. Namaste, Satnam, go in peace. Have a wonderful day, but stay safe. And my motto, stay home, stay fit, stay healthy. Get back to work.